This is a Missouri River flooding update by Council Bluffs and Pottawattamie County officials. In these briefings, officials will inform you about projects and developments in regards to the Missouri River, other creeks and rivers in the county, and rain.
Today is Tuesday, July 5th. I'm Don Gross, reporting for the City of Council Bluffs, our daily media update. The city remains at alert level 1, which is unchanged from last Friday. As far as a notice, I would like to outline Mayor's Proclamation number 2011-6, which was signed by Mayor Hannafin on Friday. And it reads, in certain situations when private pumps are drawing sand or other soil material, they are contributing to the creation of sinkholes and can contribute to the failure of the levee system. If determined by authorized city staff or other agencies assisting the city that a private pumping of water is contributing to the possible drainage of a levee system, then such pumping shall be deemed a nuisance and shall cease and desist immediately. Essentially, what we have discovered and what we have concern with is in fairly close proximity to the Missouri River levee, primarily contained in the Playland Park neighborhood, is private sump pump activity that is discharging sand and soil material with the pump wash. Our concern is essentially some homeowners may have actually a sand boil underneath their structure, which is I guess increased in intensity by pumping of water. So not only could you create a cavity of space underneath your structure, which could lead to structural failure, but we're also concerned of increasing the impact of that sand boil and creating essentially a collapse that would undermine the levee. This week, city staff will be out monitoring the situation. If we observe sand and other soil materials in the pump wash, then they will be having discussions with those individual homeowners. However, this does not prohibit you from sumping out your basement if the water is, in fact, clear and there is no sand and other debris in it. As far as situational update this weekend, we had 2 more sanitary sewer collapses, one at 17th and O, the other in the Westlake Village area. As of today, that brings a total of 6 sewer collapses that we know about. Emergency repairs will be made. The city is letting projects on some of these Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. As far as the core project, it's my understanding that essentially majority of work at Dodge Riverside Historic Trail Center in the area northwest of the Mid-American Power Plant and the north side of Veterans Memorial Highway along the Missouri River are now complete. The remaining phases south of Memorial Bridge Road and south of Gifford Road are essentially in progress and are anticipated to be completed this week, pending good weather. Veterans Memorial Highway continues to be the primary haul route to the sites that are continue to be worked on. We just continue to ask residents to be mindful of the truck traffic on that roadway. That's essentially my report for today.
On behalf of Pottawattamie County, don't have much to report today. Again, we're trying to get our citizens to go to potcounty.com, report any private damage that you had that's flood related. As of today, we're up to 176 residents that have reported damage. River level currently stands at about, as of 7 this morning, 35.38 feet. We had a peak on Friday at 36.29, so we're down almost a foot. Report I'm getting is we'll bump up slightly to about 35.5 feet around noon today and should settle back to just over 35 feet by Saturday. Brief update, since our last update at 8:30 in the morning on Friday, at about 10 o'clock in the morning, a private levee in the very ultimate northwest corner of the county, known as Van Man Levee number 30, was intentionally breached by the levee district up there, caused us some concern down south. Ultimately, although we did see a few inch rise in the river, I think ultimately, that turned out to be, other than causing some stress for other folks, turned out to be mostly a non-event. On I suppose a good note, Highway 30 was scheduled to close today, but I think with the river settling back a little bit, it looks like they are going to hold off on further flood mitigation efforts in Highway 30. Obviously, that's not in Pottawattamie County, but a lot of folks are using that right now, crossing from Missouri Valley to Blair, so I thought I'd give that update. Again, at this point, we're basically in the sustainability phase. Our river levels are going to settle back to about where they're going to be for the remainder of July, and I think the biggest efforts we're dealing with will be the effect of weather. We do have a system scheduled to come in tonight, so we'll be obviously watching the river levels, and that concludes our update. Thank you.